Welcome back to Slate Bites. Today, we're going to walk through 4 ways you can query on unsubscribes in Slate. Some important notes before we begin. Unsubscribes, whether global or via message groups, are associated with the device table, not the person record. We will see in this video how that impacts our queries. In our first scenario, we want to find person records whose rank 1 email has been unsubscribed from all communications. So, we'll start with a person-based query, which gives us 1 row per person. Since we are looking at a one-to-one relationship between person and rank 1 email address, we will add a base join to device by type and rank. On the device table, there is a filter called Has Unsubscribed. This corresponds to global unsubscribes. Since my query base is person and my base join is device by type and rank, both are available as direct exports. Next, we'll switch perspectives and look at a device-based query. Just like in the previous scenario, we'll use the Has Unsubscribed filter to identify devices that are globally opted out of all communications. Additional filters can be added to narrow by type or rank as needed. With the addition of some base joins, I can add my exports and preview my results. It is important to remember that global unsubscribes apply to a device everywhere it appears, even if that email or phone is used across multiple records. Because of this, you may see the same email address multiple times in the results, once for each device row. For our last 2 examples, we will expand our focus from global unsubscribes to any email opt-out, whether it's a specific message group or the global all communications group. We're back to a person-based query, again 1 row per person. Here, we'll use an independent subquery with a message opt-out base to compare each person's rank 1 email, a direct export from the person table, with all emails listed in the message opt-outs table. This lets us capture email-specific group opt-outs and global unsubscribes. We will repeat those same steps in a subquery export to see the results. In this example, I am concatenating the opt-out information into one export for easy reading. All communications unsubscribes do not display the way message groups do, but they are still captured in the query results. To ensure visibility, we will use a subquery export with a null value entry representing all communications. In our results, we see various types of opt-outs per person. Our final scenario takes us back to a device-based query. Just like the previous query, we will use an independent subquery to compare each device value against the message opt-out recipients to identify any device that has opted out of a message group or opted out globally. To see our results, we will repeat these steps with an independent subquery export, using the filters to compare the device value to the message opt-out recipient. Just as we saw in the previous example, global unsubscribes appear as null in the message opt-outs table, so we will use a subquery export in order to include a null value of all communications. Once you've added your desired exports, the results will show 1 row per device per person and all of the opt-outs associated with the device. Thank you for watching and listening. Make sure to like and subscribe.